Dan Henry joining us tonight with the forecast. I saw you back in the back wringing out your sports jacket a little bit earlier.
Yes, the moisture just from the air, not from the rain. There'll be more of that tomorrow. And if you're a light sleeper, you may wake you up about 4 in the morning. We'll tell you about it in a second. Well, we've held the showers off for a fraction. They're going to be around, but probably near dawn, so we may be waking you up with a little noise around Kansas City. I'll show you the line west of us in just a second. Right now, it's way west. 92 is our top today when a normal high would be 83. That gives you a little idea. What to expect tomorrow? Same old stuff, folks, about 93 degrees. The low last night was 72. We're expecting something about like that tonight, but so far we've only dipped down to about 83 and 86 at the two airports with the humidity that's still up there. You could cut it with a knife at 63%. Southeast breezes barely moving. Pollen count today only 79. No problems there. We have a steady barometer now at 29.95. Our sky still has patches of clouds in it, but so far around KC they've been dry, so no precipitation to report at this point. We do have quite a bit of it, as you can see, in a long line that extends from Texas up through the Rockies to the west of us. As we look at Skywatch for radar, it's really not as bad as it appears, but there are some very heavy cells in south central Kansas, and you can see some of those, or a part of the line on Doppler radar, which I'll show you in a moment. Eastern Texas, on up through the Rockies, very heavy cells all day long and very high winds, and also through Dixie. They've had a good deal of scattered activity. The jet stream is staying, for the most part, to the north, but it's funneling in, or helping to, that southerly flow of air into Kansas City. Lots of clouds to the west of us. Doppler radar's on a 200-mile sweep, and you can see out to the west some heavy cells that are sagging very slowly in a southeasterly direction. Now, out of our radar range just past Wichita, they have spotted a rope-type twister. That was in Comanche County in the south central part of Kansas. That's the only severe weather we've had thus far, aside from heavy rains, high winds, and some small hail. The cells to the west of us moving in our direction, but very slowly, and also up near Omaha. Nothing going on at the moment in Missouri. Let me show you very briefly the high temperatures. Today, the 90s. Tonight, we've cooled down, but just to the 80s. Tomorrow, back to the 90s in Kansas City. Problems with winds all over the place. 60-mile-an-hour winds, 73, 75, 60. All over the middle section of the U.S. of A. And a couple of watches still in effect until midnight for parts of Kansas and Oklahoma. The other figures are amounts of rain today in copious quantities in various locations. A frontal system trying to work its way through. By this time tomorrow, it will have sagged our direction a little bit, but we'll be right back where we started. Got a lot of impatient ladies that are waiting for me because they say this is not good weather for a hairdo. Anyway, a slim chance toward dawn for KC, otherwise partly cloudy and 73. Tomorrow's high about 93 again, just like all the rest of these days all week. Steamy again. Tomorrow night about 73 with a 20% chance, and the extended forecast finally shows a possibility of some cooler air, but not until Monday. In the meantime, we'll just have to, as they say in the meteorological business, sweat it out.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
Gordon Docking is coming up next with tonight's sports.
An emotional night at the ballpark. The Royals against the A's, and Dick Howser remembered.